into the clip, but I'm gonna go ahead and do my disclaimer. I know she not joking about taking somebody's husband. I know she not joking about taking somebody's husband. And now she's about to go through a divorce. And her sister is laughing it off. What are we talking about? There was a fan that was saying something about everybody watch your man or watch your husband, Portia, whatever. We'll listen to it. And she said, yep, it's basically like, I'll take yours. But she's also trying to do interviews, take the attention off her because she don't want people talking about her past. Portia Family Matters. She wants to joke about divorce. She wants to joke about taking somebody's husband. And see, this is the biggest thing. Bravo allows it. Bravo allows it. What job do you know? And things have already been questioned, but let's just check this out. Things have already been questioned about Bravo. Real talk. Real talk. So we're going to do the disclaimer and then we'll talk. So thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk About It Media 21. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and please share if you care. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about what's on Instagram, what's on Twitter, what's going on in the news around the world. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is use permitted by a copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. And don't forget, the Cash App is Let's Talk About It Media. And have a great day. Stay positive, stay focused. So yeah, everyone's been talking about the cast. The cast is coming back. Who's on the cast? Of course, there was a list that Bravo presented, and the list had Portia, Kenya Moore, Drew, and some other people. Britt, and I guess Britt is supposed to be a cousin of Fallon. So maybe Fallon might pop in, pop out, and maybe that's what I was referring to as will Fallon make a appearance, because she hinted at it but she couldn't confirm it. So now there's a possibility that Fallon will come on. Now this is the biggest thing. It seems as if Dennis is speaking out, it seems as if Fallon is speaking out, and it seems as if Simon is speaking out. Portia's not used to that. Portia is used to everyone liking her, on her team, wishing her well. Sometimes she has her moment. So for three people to kind of not be like on her side, she's definitely going to need her sister to be there for her. She's definitely going to need her mom to be there for her. Because the one thing, I think Bravo loves it. I told y'all, there's 5 to 6 different scenarios. Are you going through a divorce? How do you treat people around you? Has your husband cheated? Do you have concerns with the law or law concerns? Do you act like you're in high school and you can't get along with people? Do you not know how to keep your hands to yourself? Bravo loves it. And this is the biggest thing. These women are getting a check, but at what cost? It's almost like a shut up and dance. It is. I say it all the time. It's concerning. So many people say, oh, Portia, I can't believe Portia quit all her jobs. Portia quit all them jobs and she'll make it seem like he didn't want her to work. No, Portia didn't want to be cheated on. A woman's going to watch a man. If he, however y'all got together, because Simon's trying to say, I never cheated with Portia. You were with Portia before your divorce. That means, sir, you were cheating in your marriage, sir. You weren't divorced, sir. So you were cheating. Hello? It's different if your divorce was sealed and we didn't see you with Portia, but you were with Portia for almost 5 months, 4 months before your divorce was even final. So I don't know if other people don't feel that that's cheating. You're married. You are bounded to another person for better or worse. So when he was talking about, oh, for anybody that can prove that I cheated, I'll give 50,000. Oh, I'll give 100,000. Sir, you weren't divorced and you were with Portia. That's cheating.
That's stepping out on your marriage. And in some cities and states, that could be an issue where a woman can sue. Just what isn't that what Nene's going through right now? A woman is suing Nene for her dating her husband and they weren't divorced. Whether Nene knew that the man was married, don't know. What is it? Something affection of some sort. Anybody that's law, go ahead and note it in the comment. But yeah, Portia's laughing it off like it's cool to, act like you'll take somebody's man. But see, that's what Bravo loves. They love for them to get out, make videos, go on interviews, bring attention to the show. Shame on Bravo because they've allowed so much, and the way they portray her is not a good way. It's not. It's not. And mothers teach your daughters different. Some people will say, let's get that bag. She got that bag. But how is she perceived? She's been divorced. She's about to be divorced twice. Her first husband had a lot to say. She had a lot to say about her first husband. She's not saying much about Simon, but Simon is saying a lot about Portia, like almost every 2 weeks. Do you remember the post when I made that Simon had said, for all of you that wanted her to file for divorce, you go ahead and deal with the emotional state. Now, what does that mean? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I can't confirm or deny if she has emotional concerns. We're wondering, from what Kenya went through and that bullhorn, from what Dennis' mom went through and the dishes, from what Dennis went through trying to protect his mom, from what the producer went through. Go back and look at my videos from a year or year and a half ago. It's still shots because, of course, we can't show the concerns that was on Porsha Family Matters. But look at the video from Porsha Family Matters. Look at the last 4 episodes concerning. She showed herself true. And you have to remember that Dennis was sitting down with Simon. And Dennis said, I keep moving trucks on speed dial. And Portia still married him. Who do you know that's going to marry a man and they're going to say on national TV, I keep moving trucks on speed dial? So he basically knew he was going to purchase a house. He knew he was going to be the only one on the deed. And he's basically sent a cease and desist to Bravo not to film. Now, she's filming from her phone. He sent documentation to Bravo that they want all the communications in between Portia and Simon. Now, whether they'll get that, I don't know. Whether a judge can summons that, I don't know. But Portia's definitely trying to take the attention off her and put it on the other young ladies, allegedly trying to spill their tea for people to focus on them and not her. We see it. We see it because she's talking about the cast. Not a lot of the newer ladies are really talking about the cast. They're just showing like their outings and them having fun with friends. But then you have Portia that did an interview and she's talking about, oh, I'm transparent. I have no problem telling my side of the story. I have no problem telling people what I've been through. We're going to get through the video, so just hang in there with me. But yeah, I'm going to stay on it. And this is the biggest thing. We want the producers to paint them in a good light. Let's turn the cameras on these producers. The last 2 episodes, let's look at your livelihood. But the producers won't do that. These producers are getting paid to not paint these beautiful, educated women, some of them, beautiful, educated women. They're painting them in not so good of a light. And it's sad. It is sad to me. Some other pages are like, oh, I can't wait for the season. So you're excited about how Bravo's not going to paint them in a good light. You're excited about how they're going to make them look like a shut up and dance. You're excited. I don't get it. It is interesting to me that they want women to act like they're in high school. They can't get along. They talk behind people's back. They don't communicate well. They shade people's families. They shade people's husbands, and a lot of the times the husbands won't even get involved and go back and forth with these women on their foolishness. And then this is the interesting thing. Think back. The women are paid, and the women either have to share with the husbands. I don't know how that contract goes, but it's interesting to me that the women are paid, and then the husbands present themselves. And I don't know if they're given a small portion. I don't know how that happens. Let somebody that's a Bravo fan note that in the comments of how that works in regards to the women. The women lead it for the drama and the issues. And then the men are supposed to support them on the show and in the reunions. But how much are some of these men paid? Are they paid equal to the women or are they not? And if not, that's interesting, right? Because why would you not want to pay the husband and wife equally? And then you have to remember, Portia's going through divorce, so did Kenya. So did Cynthia Bailey. So they're not bringing families together. So did Eva, a divorce. Who else? People are wishing that for Candy. And Candy and Todd are hanging in there like nobody's business. I don't understand why every 3-4 months people are saying, ooh, is Candy and Todd going to get a divorce? Ooh, look how Todd is treating Candy. They're wishing it on him. It's sad. Some of these people don't have love of for themselves and a husband for themselves. It's sad that people don't want Candy and Todd to make it. Y'all know on my side, I'm not really cool with how Candy is on the show, what she does, what she sells. I'm not cool with it. Candy and Portia are a huge HR issue. They are. What job do you know that can put something in somebody's undergarment? That's Candy. What job do you know in regards to Portia can do what she's done on these shows and grab people the way that she's grabbed them? And Bravo still gives her a job and a position. So let's listen to this clip. Come on in, let's listen to this clip.
Portia ready to steal somebody else's husband. Yours. Yours. Sweetie me again. Sweetie me again.
Record that.
All right, anyway, I love y'all. Make sure y'all come shop at everybody.
Yeah, that's what she had to say. Basically,
I will turn this back on. Portia ready to steal somebody else's husband. Yours. Yours. Sweetie me again. Sweetie me again.
Record that.
All right, anyway, I love y'all. Make sure y'all come shop at everybody. I will turn this back on. Portia ready to steal somebody else's husband. Yours.
so that's what she's saying. She's making fun of taking somebody else's husband, and she's cool with it because you have to remember how she met Cordell. Wasn't, and note this in the comment, like the video as you guys come in, wasn't Cordell dating someone or had been engaged? Then he met Portia. He didn't give the engagement woman to the other woman. He gave it to Portia, right? Is that how that happened? Note that in the comments for me. So you could be a beautiful woman and just be out here doing whatever and however, and bad behavior, I guess, is supported. But let's get through some of these other clips in regards to like her interview. I'm probably going to do a still shot and then play the interview from here. And we're going to get to that. So give me a second. We're going to switch it up. Of course, that's the disclaimer. That's my tag. And then we're going to get to like her interview so we could hear what she said. So hold on one second. And I might cut that fan off in the back. Let me see if I can pull it up. And then you guys can hear what she's saying. You guys can hear what she is saying from this interview.
And how was that to have to film during this very difficult time in your life? And you're very transparent about what's going on in your life as well.
Yeah. Well, you know, with a person like me who has been on television for 10 years, and not just on television, reality TV, so it's based on your personal life. I've had ups and downs headed into the season a couple of times. And each time, you're never really ready. But what I can say about this season, I'm ready to just be me. I'm ready to be transparent like I've always been. I think that's something that's been missing, is someone who can just come on and be them authentic self, whether it's perfect or imperfect, it all will show. And in the end, I know God has my back. And you know what? You can trust the process. It's not easy, but being able to put one foot in front of the other, lean on support that's in your life, and get back to work, even though you don't feel like you don't want to, but it's good to just start doing those things and fake it till you make it.
And that's why so many people resonate with you, and you have such an incredible following because you're real.
Yeah.
Well, this is what I'm going through, and
I can't imagine being on TV and doing it fake. Like, because this is a very real situation. You know, life is real. I have a daughter, and for me, I wouldn't have signed up to be back on the show to bring anything other than my real life. Because I do like the fact that I'm relatable. I know, unfortunately, a lot of people go through what I'm going through right now, and hopefully, it will be an inspiring story. I already feel like the light is coming into view at the end of the tunnel. So,
well, you looking good doing
thank
it. I
you.
tell you that.
So we're going to get to another clip and what Portia had to say.
First of all, we all know that Kenya is back. Yes, Kenya. Round of applause. I don't know if I'm gonna be taking that clap back, but right now I am. Right now I'm clapping for her. No, I'm joking. My hopes for Kenya and I is that we can, spark a brand new, fun relationship. I can't say rekindle because we don't want to be rekindling, but I feel like there could be an opportunity for a new. And then also you have Drew Sidora, which is back on the show. Then you have Shamia, my bestie. Yes, okay. Shamia's back she's on the show. I can say back because Shamia has actually been filming for at least 8 years. Yeah, at least 7 or 8 years. And now she has her official peach, honey. Yes. Then we also have Cynthia. Cynthia Bailey is going to be a friend of the show. Oh my goodness. She held that. When I tell y'all, I did not know that Cynthia was coming back as a friend, and I'm really excited for it because I feel like when Cynthia was on the show as a housewife, she was kind of mixed into that trio of that alliance of Kenya, and Candy.
Now, are y'all surprised that she's talking about the cast and not about herself? Are y'all surprised that she's talking about the cast and not about herself? Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I just saw something I needed. Yeah, but Portia's something else, everybody. She's talking about the ladies and almost not allowing the ladies to talk about their own storyline. She's bringing it up. She wants to talk about them versus them telling you about themselves. So let's play that last part again.
And stuff like that. I don't know about her. I've heard some things about her. I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna see what she gives. I haven't actually met any of the new girls. I'll say that. I've only just kind of heard little things here and there about them. I will be meeting them eventually. Okay. Yeah, I'll be meeting everybody and judging for myself, and I will come back. There's a new girl named Angela Oakley. Now I don't know Angela, but I hear her husband is everything. I hear that she is fabulous. She is beautiful. I saw her on a phone call. I also saw there's another girl named Britt. There's another girl.
Now, did y'all hear that? Portia just said, I hear her husband is everything. Miss Oakley better watch out.
Everything. I hear that she is fabulous. She is beautiful. I saw her on a phone call. I also saw there's another girl named Britt. Who's been announced on the show as well. Now I met her briefly, like very, very briefly, just kind of like a cool person. Check out her Instagram. She has a lot to say about a lot of things. And then also there's another girl named Kel, and she apparently
Now she's been on
like
Brit's.
that.
She's been on Brit's page. Brit is supposed to be family members with Fallon. So of course she's been on her page, looking and lurking. Let's go back.
Met her briefly, like very, very briefly. And the exchange was cool. I've heard some other things about her being really fun and, just kind of like a cool person. Check out her Instagram. She has a lot to say about a lot of things. And then also there's another girl named Kel, and she apparently owns restaurants and stuff like that. I don't know about her. I've heard some things about her. I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna see what she gives.
So how's she gonna talk about Kel?
Met any of the new girls? I'll say that. I've only just kind of heard little things here and there about them. I will be meeting them eventually. Okay. Yeah, I'll be meeting everybody and judging for myself, and I will come back. There's a new girl named Angela Oakley. Now I don't know Angela, but I hear her husband is everything. I hear that she is fabulous.
Angela Oakley, and I hear her husband is everything. Keep an eye on that, y'all. When Portia says something, she's saying something to you. Real talk. That's the sad part about it. You went from one person's girlfriend, man, to marrying Simon, and Fallon has said she didn't know that Simon and Portia was hanging out, and it was alleged Dennis that told Fallon, and he apologized. I thought you knew they were hanging out. That's what Dennis told Fallon. Let's continue.
Fabulous. She is beautiful. I saw her on a phone call.
Read.
New girl named Angela Oakley. Now I don't know Angela, but I hear her husband is everything. I hear that she is fabulous. She is beautiful. I saw her on a phone call. I also saw there's another.
Yes, Johnson. I said the same thing. Damn. She ain't scared to say. Not that he's a professional man, not that he's successful, he's a good father. No, I hear that her husband is everything. Damn. Exactly. Let's continue.
Angela Oakley. Now I don't know Angela, but I hear her husband is everything. I hear that she is fabulous. She is beautiful. I saw her on a phone call. I also saw there's another girl named Britt.
Johnson, let me know how you feel about Portia. Like Portia, we'll be watching in regards to Portia being on the show, or dislike the behaviors of the housewives. Let me know in the comments, Johnson.
I heard a phone call. I also saw there's another girl named Britt. There's another girl named Britt who's been announced on the show as well. Now I met her briefly, like very, very briefly. And the exchange was cool. I've heard some other things about her being really fun and, just kind of like a cool person. Check out her Instagram. She has a lot to say about a lot of things.
Like I said, Britt is supposed to be Fallon's family member. So if Fallon's family member's coming on, Dennis is speaking out, Simon is speaking out, you got all these people speaking out. That's why Portia wants to redirect and talk about the new castmate and not herself. Let's continue.
And the exchange was cool. I've heard some other things about her being really fun and, just kind of like a cool person. Check out her Instagram. She has a lot to say about a lot of things. And then also there's another girl named Kel, and she apparently owns restaurants and stuff like that. I don't know about her. I've heard some things about her. I don't know. But anyway.
So the biggest thing is now that's going to create an issue between Portia and Kel, because Portia's trying to say, I don't know about her. Well, we don't know about you, sis. And this is, I'm surprised that Bravo has allowed her to come back on the show because of her history. And now you're talking about you don't know about somebody. That's going to create a problem because people are going to say, we don't know about you, sis. Your first marriage, your relationship with Dennis, the party, let's mention Bolo, and then she married Simon. Come on, come on. She's definitely trying to change the narrative. Let's continue.
Kel, and she apparently owns restaurants and stuff like that. I don't know about her. I've heard some things about her. I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna see what she gives. I haven't actually met any of the new girls. I'll say that. I've only just kind of heard a little things,
and they that's probably for a reason. Some of the new girls probably isn't running to meet Portia. 3 years ago, they might have, because they might have thought that she was kind of like a Kiki, just don't get too close to her. But the new girls aren't running to meet her. The new girls are running to have their own moment and the light shine on them. Portia still has fans. Yes, she do. Because some of them probably act like her. But there's a lot of women that are not okay with what happened in regards to Portia and Simon. Real talk. In regards to what happened in regards to Fallon and Jalen. It is what it is. All of them was doing stuff, basically. And one is not no better than another, but Portia married somebody else's husband. She wanted that man, she got that man, and now she's divorcing that man. Let's continue.
I don't know about her. I've heard some things about her. I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna see what she gives.
She throwing shade at her.
Met any of the new girls. I'll say that. I've only just kind of heard a little things here and there about them. I will be meeting them eventually. Okay. Yeah, I'll be meeting everybody and judging for myself, and I will come back. There's a new girl named Angel.
So we're looking for her to judge everybody, and then she'll come back. People are not looking for her for consideration or judgment. We're going to get to this clip because then she's going to talk about the ladies.
First of all, we all know that Kenya is back. Yes, Kenya. Round of applause. I don't know if I'm gonna be taking that clap back, but right now I am. Right now I'm clapping for her. No, I'm joking. My hopes for Kenya and I is that we can, spark a brand new fun relationship. I can't say rekindle because we don't want to be rekindling, but I feel like.
I feel at this point, Portia needs Kenya because Kenya's not painted as the husband stealer. You wanted that man, now you're getting a divorce. You kind of need Kenya for your storyline to be your buffer. But look at what has happened in regards to Portia and Kenya. Kenya can ride this wave and have a good time. Real talk. Portia's right now not the favorite. She kind of thinks she is, though. Isn't that the trippy thing? Portia needs Kenya to be her buffer and all the other new young ladies. The new young ladies isn't rushing to meet Portia. Let's continue.
Round of applause. I don't know if I'm gonna be taking that clap back, but right now I am. Right now I'm clapping for her. No, I'm joking. My hopes for Kenya and I is that we can, spark a brand new fun relationship. I can't say rekindle because we don't want to be rekindling, but I feel like there could
spark a brand new friendship. Now let me ask y'all a question. Will you be friends with somebody that touched you in a way you were not happy about? Let me know in the comments. If you were Kenya, would you help be a buffer for Portia? Being the new ladies, should they be a buffer for helping Portia? I hope Kenya is able to bring these ladies together and almost literally leave Portia out of some stuff. I hope Kenya spins it. These are my girls. We're good. We're going to have fun. And then, okay, yeah, that's the woman that took somebody's husband. She needs these new women and Kenya to be her buffer. Many people are saying, oh, she left the show because she didn't want the women shading her for taking somebody else's husband, taking somebody else's man. And now they're getting the divorce. That don't look good. But remember how she was gloating when Fallon and Jalen broke up. They broke up. They weren't married, but they did have a child. They still have to be together. You and Simon are getting a divorce. Y'all not gonna be together. Y'all right now, y'all can't get along.
Is that we can, spark a brand new, fun relationship. I can't say rekindle because we don't want to be rekindling, but I feel like there could be an opportunity for a new. And then also you have Drew Sadora, which is back on the show. Then you have Shamia, my bestie. Yes, okay. Shamia's back she's on the show. I can say back because Shamia has actually been filming for at least 8 years. Yeah, at least 7 or 8 years. And now she has her.
Now, they're saying that Shamia had a wedding and they were saying that Portia did not go. They were saying at times Shamia and Portia didn't get along. They're getting along right now too. So Shamia might also have to be Portia's buffer. Shamia may have to be Portia's buffer because you figure Portia really needs Shamia because people are not happy about what Portia's done. So some will say, did they ever offer Shamia a peach and then Shamia rejected it?
7 or 8 years,
and now she's coming on to help Portia?
Yes. Then we also have Cynthia. Cynthia Bailey is going to be a friend of the show. Oh my goodness. She held that. When I tell y'all, I did not know that Cynthia was coming back as a friend, and I'm really excited for her because I feel like when Cynthia was on the show as a housewife, she was kind of mixed into that trio of an alliance of Kenya, and Candy. And I couldn't really get close to her because they had their own thing. But as a friend of the show, I feel like y'all are gonna get to see the fun side of Cynthia and I. Like she and I in real life have the best kikis. Like we have the most fun.
So looking for Kenya to also be a buffer. Looking for Cynthia to be the buffer because Cynthia's also gone through a divorce from Mike. Well, how much will Cynthia talk about in regards to her and Mike's divorce? There was a lot of allegations about him and his good girlfriends hanging out, having a good time, chilling. You're living in different cities and states. How long will that relationship really going to last? They got married through a situation that the world was going through. So some of these women on these Bravo shows will do a lot for a click and a view. And just, hey, it is what it is. They have to do a lot for TV, whether it makes them look good or not. Views, clicks and views, good press, bad press. Let's continue with the video. So she's looking for Cynthia and Shamia and probably Kenya to help with her storyline. Because pretty much all that people want to hear is about her and Simon and how it went left and when did y'all meet. So when she goes on interviews, she's only going to talk about what she wants us to know. Let's continue.
That alliance of Kenya, and Candy. And I couldn't really get close to her because they had their own thing. But as a friend of the show, I feel like y'all are going to get to see the fun side of Cynthia and I. Like she and I in real life have the best kikis. Like we have the most fun. She has the same birthday as my sister. So, it's that kindred spirit. First of all, we all know that Kenya is back. Yes, Kenya.
So I don't know who she has in the background clapping with her. Her team probably wanted her to do this, to talk about everybody, get out there, Portia, change the narrative, create a narrative in regards to trying to be in your favor, try and distract people away from Portia Family Matters, try and distract them away from Simon saying he has moving trucks on speed dial, try and distract them that you stood next to Simon, who's about to be your ex, estranged husband, and you stood right next to Dennis. And then Dennis told Fallon, alleged what he felt was going on around that time. That's what Dennis said. Now, whether that's true or false, I don't know. But let's continue about her thoughts and feelings. Just in case you're coming in, Portia's talking about the cast.
We all know that Kenya is back. Yes, Kenya. Round of applause. I don't know if I'm going to be taking that clap back, but right now I am right now I'm clapping for her. No, I'm joking. My hopes for Kenya and I is that we can I feel like there could be an opportunity for a new. And then also you have Drew Sidora, which is back on the show. Then you have Shamia, my bestie. Yes, okay. Shamia's back on she's on the show. I can say back because Shamia has actually been filming for at least 8 years. Yeah, at least 7 or 8 years. And now she has her.
So somebody in the comments, was Shamia on the show without Portia? I don't recall, because after Nene left, everybody's like, "Where's Nene?" Everybody's like, "Where's Nene? We want to see Nene." Some some people are saying they want Nene to go live when the show is going live. Nene, please go out to dinner with your friends. Nene, please put a camera in front of your face. Nene, please be on YouTube. Nene, please find a production company, do whatever. Nene, go live whenever they live. People are so funny in the comments. They was like, without Nene, it's a show, but Nene is the key. Nene brings the girls together. They talk, they have fun. It's a fun situation. There's shade thrown there, of course, because Nene's going to want you to be your best self. See, that's the issue with the Real Housewives of Atlanta people. Nene wants to bring the girls together and get along and have fun. But when you do something disrespectful to someone, that's when Nene brings it to the head. Do you get the difference? Let's come together. Let's be fun. Let's have fun. But if you're going to be disrespectful, we're going to address you. That's the difference. Why people like Nene. And see, people don't realize that formula. People don't realize that formula. And Nene will kind of be like, girl, remember how she was at Kenya's, Kenya was living like in an apartment. And there was a white refrigerator. Nene was basically saying, come on, girl, you deserve better than this. White refrigerator. And I think it was really supposed to be Kenya's office to work, probably for her business stuff. Maybe it was close to setting or whatever. But yeah, Nene threw shade about Kenya's living situation. But I want to say that was probably her space. And this is the other thing. Kenya has some kind of hair spa. Prayers to her. That's a blessing to be able to create a business, have a business, however she deals with that business when she opens it today, open it 4 months from now, 6 months from now. It's money she's spending. She can do whatever she wants. And it may be because she's trying to get the proper licensing to protect herself. And if there's an area that you go into a business and you don't know what to do or how to do it, you have to bring in a business manager to make sure you have all your T's and all your I's dotted. It is what it is. I don't blame her for saying she had the spa 6 or 8 months ago, and it may be open sometimes for just greetings or whatever. That's Kenya's money, and she can do whatever she wants. There's people that's shading Kenya of how her business isn't yet open. It's her business, and how she wants to run it is her business. Let's continue with Portia.
At least 8 years, at least 7 or 8 years, and now she has her official peach, honey. Yes. Then we also have Cynthia. Cynthia Bailey is going to be a friend of the show. Oh my goodness. She held that. When I tell y'all, I did not know that Cynthia was coming back as a friend, and I'm really excited for her because I feel like
what does she mean Cynthia held that? Cynthia went through a divorce with Mike, and then there was whispers in regards to Mike, and a post that Mike was alleged posting and trying to communicate with somebody else. What did Cynthia hold? When Cynthia was on that girls trip, whatever, a lot of the girls didn't really get along with Cynthia. All the girls was having a good time, and Cynthia was complaining. Kenya was like tired of it. So I hope we don't see that same Cynthia. The girls were tired of Cynthia. She didn't seem like to get along. She was fussing and complaining. All the other girls was having fun, having a good key grabbing each other, drinking and doing whatever. But Cynthia was like, what do they call it? A Debbie Downer? I didn't really like her in that girls trip situation. I did not. And then Kenya was kind of like, remember how Cynthia and Kenya was on the beach, and Kenya bent down to pick up something. And Cynthia was like, are you paying attention to me? And Kenya looked at her like, I could do whatever I want on this beach. I can lay on the ground. I can make sand angels. I can do whatever. Who are you talking to like that? And you had to catch Kenya's face. of how it's like, I'm not one of your children, Cynthia. I can do whatever I want. And it was just weird. I would fast forward through Cynthia parts. I did. Let's continue with Portia.
At least 7 or 8 years, and now she has her official peach, honey. Yes. Then we also have Cynthia. Cynthia Bailey is going to be a friend of the show. Oh my goodness, she held that. When I tell y'all, I did not know that Cynthia was coming back as a friend. And
She held what?
Because I feel like when Cynthia was on the show as a housewife, she was kind of mixed into that trio of that.
People felt that Cynthia was boring. I don't know why she not saying that. Cynthia's a friend to get the bag. People felt Cynthia was boring. And when she went on the girls' trip, a lot of the women did not befriend Cynthia because they felt that she was complaining. She was a downer, you know. And when people were getting like flowers and compliments from their husband, you would see Cynthia look at them like, and people were like, what's going on with Cynthia? Then we found out months later, Cynthia and Mike were going to go through a divorce. So let's continue. I don't know what she talk about. See, that's the thing, that they want to paint this narrative. Why isn't she saying that, you know, I hope Cynthia can make a lot of good friends. And I hope Cynthia is going to have a good storyline. That's why they brought her on as a friend, because Cynthia don't bring much. But Kenya might. Let's continue.
Yes. Then we also have Cynthia.
Like the video as you come in. Like the video as you come in.
A friend of the show. Oh my goodness. She held that. When I tell y'all, I did not know that Cynthia was coming back as a friend, and I'm really excited for her because I feel like when Cynthia was on the show as a housewife, she was kind of mixed into that trio of that alliance of Kenya, and Candy. And I couldn't really get like close to her because they had their own thing. But as a friend of the show, I feel like y'all are gonna get.
She couldn't get close to her. Now she's hoping she can. So she's looking for Kenya. She's looking for Cynthia to be her buffer away from the distraction. And that's the biggest thing. Who will Portia date next? Who will she date next? Let's continue.
When Cynthia was on the show as a housewife, she was kind of mixed into that trio of that alliance of Kenya, and Candy. And I couldn't really get like close to her because they had their own thing. But as a friend of the show, I feel like y'all are gonna get to see the fun side of Cynthia and I. Like she and I in real life have the best kiki. Like we have the most fun. She has the same birthday as my sister, so you know it's that kindred spirit. First of all, we all know that Kenya is back. Yes, Kenya. Round of applause. I don't know if I'm gonna be taking that clap back.
So I just wanted to do a video on that. Let me see if there was anything else she talked about. I think there was. Yeah, she kind of threw a little shade to, I think I'm trying to think if I played that. And of course, if you don't know, Cherie Whitfield is not coming back. Whether she did not like the contract or whatever situation, they didn't offer her what she wanted. Let's listen to this clip.
Hey everybody. Okay, so listen, I am on my way. Yeah, just a second over there. So I'm on my way to Bloomingdale's right now. Make sure y'all meet me there. Remember, me and Yandy Smith, her with her Yale Skin, me with Pair by Porsha Sheets, will be doing our pop-up and her lunch at Bloomingdale's, okay? So meet me at Bloomingdale's here in Atlanta.
Like the video as you come in.
Like I'm on the way, okay? So I'll see you there. Gonna be music, fun, pictures, chat, all that, okay? So see you in a little bit.
So that was Portia a few days ago, going to Bloomingdale's. Her team wants her to get out, try and change the narrative, make her look painted in a decent light or a good light. Because right now, every few weeks, Simon is talking. So I'm going to scan through some of these pictures so y'all can see that that's her saying, let me go through this. Let me play this clip because some people are just not coming in.
Turn this back on. Portia ready to steal somebody else's husband. Yours. Yours. Sweetie me again. Sweetie me again.
Record that.
All right, anyway, I love Sweetie me again. Sweetie me again.
Record that.
All right, anyway, I love y'all. Make sure y'all come shop and everybody will turn this back on. Portia ready to steal somebody else's husband. Yours. Yours. Sweetie me again. Sweetie me again.
Record that.
All right, anyway, I love y'all. Make sure y'all come shop and everybody will turn this back on. Portia ready to steal somebody else's husband. Yours. I will turn this back on. Portia ready to steal somebody else's husband. Yours. Yours. I will turn this back on.
That's sad to me. So, of course, this is her in her closet talking about the show, talking about the castmates. So these are the videos that I played. So I'm just doing this so you'll know where this is coming from. This is her in the interview, and it's her and Yandy, because of course Yandy needs to be the buffer, because a lot of the new young ladies aren't going to try and be the buffer for her. So she's basically talking about her transparency. She didn't really go through the breakdown in regards to the divorce, and then Yandy's just shaking her head. Yandy's just shaking her head. But yeah, Yandy is going through her own situation in regards to her husband is trying to figure out he wants to be with her. And Yandy's like, all that I've done, all that I've been through with you, and then you act like you don't want to work it out. So Portia seems bubbly, happy. You know, I'm transparent. You know, I have no problem telling people the truth. Okay, let's continue. This is her talking about everybody in her closet, and she's talking about all the girls that's coming back. We want to show that. I did the clip from that. So that's what all that's about. Sometimes we have to be careful as bloggers, YouTubers. We have to watch what we play because we don't want issues or strikes. And then, of course, this is her talking about and kind of shading some of the other young women. So she's not off to a good start for a reason. She's not off to a good start for a reason. But the reason why we came on today was to play that.
Portia ready to steal somebody else's husband. Yours. Yours. Sweetie me again. Sweetie me again.
Record that.
All right, anyway, I love y'all. Make sure y'all come shop and everybody.
So
I will turn this back on. Portia ready to steal somebody else's husband. Yours. Yours. Sweetie me again. Sweetie me again.
Record that.
All right, anyway, I love y'all. Make sure y'all come shop and everybody. I will
now she just shaded somebody.
ready to steal somebody else's husband. Yours.
Now she just shaded that ex-fan, and then she's saying stealing somebody else's husband. She's making a joke about stealing people's husband. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel. Everyone, like, comment, and subscribe. Goodbye.